I've been here since my dad played. He's not gonna like that. It means a lot for this organization and this city.
We say good morning to our NBA analyst Quentin Richardson and Anscape senior writer David Dennis Jr. And guys, I almost wore my Timbs on SportsCenter this morning because it is that serious. The Knicks are going to the Eastern Conference Finals. We got our resident former Knick here with us, and I know you've seen the videos. I know you've seen the people on the polls. What led to this moment for the New York Knicks?
I mean, they made all the right moves, bringing this team together, and I feel like when it got to the money time, these guys came out in Game 6 with the proper sense of urgency. They gave their these guys came out in Game 6 with the proper sense of urgency.
Getting feedback somewhere. There we go. My bad.
Had the chance to get into it early. You had a good Cat Anthony in the first quarter, and the guys rallied, man. After that, the wheels fell off. It was just a rout. And I mean, me playing there for as long as I did, man, I was there 4 years when there was no winning, literally no winning going on, and it was tough to be there. But then coming back in 13 when they had the #1 seed, and it was the Knicks tape there, I got to see what it was like to be a Knick when it's winning. And I'm happy for all of these fans, for all of the people that's been in that building, in the garden, all of the executives and everybody. This is a great time.
Did gaming take over your life? You're not alone, and it.
Man, congratulations to the New York Knicks. They deserve it, man. But Celtics, man. Man, I just hit my tooth for that. Anyways, yeah, Celtics, they're going to have to rebuild, man. This team, all those jabronis on the Boston Celtics, they got to go. I will keep Pritchard next season. Obviously, Tatum got to stay. That's the GOAT right there. Jalen Brown staying. Drew Holiday out of here. Derek White, he stayed, but we'll consider, we'll keep that in the air and consider to, make some moves on that. And then all the other players, man, all those role players that are not role players, they got to go. I think next season, 2025, 2026 Celtics season, we tanking. Yes, we are. We tanking the whole season, brother. The whole season needs to be tanked. Sorry, I said it. Yep. Rebuild time. Let Tatum get healthy, or whatever you want to call that, and play a lot of those players that that you gonna keep. Let them develop. There's a few players, Cornette probably out of here. Try to get a trade with that, and just keep it moving. That's all you can do. Here we go. Listen to this a little
bit. The Knicks now have their PhD in playoffs. It's one thing coming into the playoffs as the little brother, and you go into Boston and you shock them with a couple of games where you come back down 20. It's another thing to have a Game 6 closeout game where you are expected to win and you shut the door on them from the gate. And a lot of that is because of Karl Anthony Towns and the way that he came out early.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns was big, man. I mean, he's gonna have a tough time though with the Indiana Pacers, but we'll see how that looks. We'll see how that looks, because it's not gonna be an easy slave for them. You know it. All right, let's get back to it.
In that game, dominating down in the paint, being aggressive, staying out of foul trouble, and really never giving that Boston Celtics team a chance to get a lead or to feel any sort of momentum. The Boston Celtics did not have the energy that they needed, and the Knicks capitalized on it. Mitchell Robinson was out there looking like David Robinson. You had OG Anunoby flying around the court. Jalen Brunson was there closing them out, and they shut the Celtics water off before they ever had a chance. This is veteran-level championship basketball that they showed last night.
Yeah, and this is why the Knicks brought Karl Anthony Towns to New York. He's going back-to-back conference finals with this trip. And plenty of irony in this upcoming Knicks-Pacers series, a rematch of the 2000 Eastern Conference Finals and last year's semis, which New York lost. So, Q, what do you be watching for when this upcoming series tips off on Wednesday?
To me, it'll be interesting to see how if New York can slow down Indiana's pace, because we know that they like to get up and down. Tyrese Halliburton moving the ball, sharing the ball. So to me, the Knicks have to be extremely careful and extremely good with taking care of the ball. They can't allow these guys to turn the ball over and get right into transition. Those are the points you don't want to give them. And then overall, everybody got to show up and step up, man. This Indiana team is not to be taken lightly. They got every position. They got bench players. They got clutch players. They got a big man that can shoot the three and protect the rim. And they got wings that are built for it. They got 3-and-D wings. So by no stretch of the imagination, I've seen all of the videos. I mean, I've seen the chaos in the streets and the Knicks fans going crazy. But they got to strap in. They got to fight on their end with these Pacers.
Yeah, this is not a foregone conclusion that they are making the finals at all. And I'm with you, Q, because this is about pace. This is about the Pacers having more depth, and they're going to try to tire that Knicks team out. They're going to utilize that full court press, because what this series is going to go down to, I think it's going to go 7. What it's going to go down to is those clutch numbers and those clutch performance. We know what Jalen Brunson could do in the clutch. Through the first 10 games, he has more fourth quarter points than anybody in NBA history in one playoff run through the first 10 games of these playoffs. Then you have Halliburton. Let's not sleep on his clutch performances. He has multiple go-ahead.
Yo, Halliburton's going to be, he's going to be a problem. That boy's going to be a problem for them. You know, that boy just fresh legs, you know, he young, that team young. I mean, both teams is pretty young, but they going to have trouble with that high pace, you know, the Indiana Pacers style. But both of the team are athletic, and it's going to be interesting in this series, you know.
Good points. And the final 2 seconds of a playoff game, he is the second person this century to do that. They can match up with these Knicks clutch for clutch points. It's about who is going to execute best in those last 2 minutes of each of these games.
Yeah, I agree this series could go 7 games, but you know I'm taking my Knicks every single day of the week. Tyrese Halliburton and Jalen Brunson will face off in the Garden starting Wednesday, just like the WWE SmackDown from nearly a year ago. So, Q, who would really win if they squared off in the ring?
Man,
there they go.
I don't know. This will be interesting. I mean, I see brass knuckles. I see chairs being. I mean, are we going straight up? Are we using the foreign objects? I mean, you know, Halliburton has the height, but I mean, Brunson is stocky. He's a little unit.
I would put my money on Jalen Brunson, and let's be real.
What if there was a way to know if a stock would?
Yeah, man, that's gonna be an interesting, you know, series. It's gonna be lit, man. It's NBA, you know, playoff basketball, man. It's always, you know. But the thing is, whether Indiana wins, whether New York wins, in the West, I think your boy Anthony Edwards is gonna. I think this is his year, for real, for real. I think this is his year, and he might bring a ship home. I hope he does. I hope he does. That boy working hard at it, man. So we'll see, though. We'll see. But, man, Celtics Nation is just... The Celtics fans are heartbroken, man. It's unfortunate. But then again, we were still losing even with Tatum. You know? Those two home games, that was the series right there. That's it. Those 2 home games, that was the series. And, you know, I didn't see them beating the Knicks, really. You know, I didn't see them. I had high doubts. Losing those 2 home games right there, man, that shit was crucial. Maybe Tatum didn't have to go that hard. You know, if it wasn't for them losing them 2 home games, he could have taken it more easy. And what is it with people wearing low tops, man? People don't protect their ankles, man, nowadays in the NBA. They're over here wearing flip-flops. You know? That's not a good thing. They gotta start wearing some, you know, players gotta take that shit serious. You know, you don't wanna get hurt when you can protect yourself more. You know, there's a lot of Achilles injury and ankle injuries and foot injuries. Because these players want to wear freaking low tops like they jogging out there. You know, you making high pace, you know, switching direction, jumping, you know, landing on people's feet and all that. Come on, man, you gotta wear some, at least some mid tops. They out here wearing flip flops. Might as well go over there barefoot, you know. But it is what it is, man. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but We got to keep it moving, regroup. You know, keep it moving, regroup. That's all you can do.
So you give him some brass knuckles in the chair. I don't know.
Like, he comes from Chicago too, so he got a little Chicago background in there too, a little suburban Chicago, but you know that's still Chicago.
Daniel, who you taking?
Look, I'm a heel guy. I'm a Ric Flair heel guy. Halliburton's out here looking like the heel right there. Look like he's going to cheat to win. I kind of go with the heel in these things, but you know, Jalen Brunson, you don't want to bet against it. But you know what? I want to talk about professionalism. Amina, shout out to you, because I could have sworn. I was looking at that video of those fans in New York. I thought I saw you with an
You know what?
trying to flip over out in the middle of New York.
I'm just saying, just a little 1-2, just a little bit. You might have seen me there, and I drove back this morning. Thank you guys for the insight.
There you go. I could have sworn it was you out there.
The scene, it is chaotic. This is not even the conference finals yet, Shay. This is just to get there. Like, this is what New York Knicks mean to this city, to this basketball thing. I played there for 4 years. I had a chance to come back when Melo and those guys had the #1 seed, and I saw a whole different level. If they make the conference, if they win this series against the Pacers, listen, it will be a state of emergency in New York City for the things that these fans will be doing to celebrate.
Shay, let me add some combination of business and sports commentary, okay? A lot of times I see players have transactional games. What do I mean by transactional games? They'll get their numbers, but sometimes those numbers, and Q, you know about this, those are empty calories, right? Because when and how you get those numbers matter. Karl Anthony Towns last night didn't have a transactional game. He had a transformative game. And that all starts with the way that the Knicks utilized him. He didn't settle for threes right out of the gate. He punished people with his physicality. When they prioritize him and he gets going, he adds a different dimension to the way this team plays. And this is a team with a commanding presence. When Cat is that missing piece that is able to arrive, this is a team that has a chance to legitimately win an NBA World Championship. That's how talented they are.
You are making everyone in New York go absolutely wild as they're slowly opening their eyes this morning, Jay. Well, we forget. You guys, there's still like a month to go in the NBA playoffs. We're only halfway there. But nonetheless, there's reason for excitement, obviously, in New York. On the other side of things, we've got the Celtics. Their championship reign has now come to an end thanks to the Knicks in 6 games. And there are a lot of question marks that come with this. Jay, Will, where do the Boston Celtics go from here? Apply for it.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of questions in the air. That's my question, and it's like, is it even worth to push those players next season? If I'm the coach, or if I'm, man, not even the coach, Missoula, man, I don't even want to talk about that. But if I'm the owner, I'm telling you, we tanking this year. You can forget about this season. You know, let all the jabronis play. And just forget about the season and regroup and rebuild, rebuild that bench. That bench needs to be rebuilt. You got to put the pieces to the puzzle now. So.
I mean, I truly believe, Shay, that this is the last iteration of this Celtics team that we will see moving forward. I mean, they not only, blow by the luxury cap, but they're easily into the second apron on projection with the 2025-2026 season. Just think about alone, Jason Tatum, $54 million, Jalen Brown, $53 million, and then Drew Holiday, $32
that
million.
Team heavy.
So just those
paying
alone get
them off.
in the cap. I think you're going to see Al Horford. You're going to see a guy like Derek White. Al Horford's obviously older. Derek White's going to be commanding $28 million a year. Peyton Pritchard, $7 million a year. That's a $6 man a year. He's actually on the cheap. But there's no way with the amount of capital into this team that you are able to keep them together. And then it seems like next year is going to be a gap year with Jason Tatum being out. Jalen Brown is going to be expected to do more. You have to revamp this whole roster in order to keep up with this arms race in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, Brad Stevens is going to be hard at work here over the next couple of months. That is for certain. Let's go out west now. The Wolves await Evo. This is what we mean. We're going to scan in on this game closely with Q here. What is the code the Thunder must live by to get past the Nuggets tomorrow?
SGA. SGA is likely going to be named the MVP. They need an MVP type performance from SGA, and also they need the bigs to be able to slow. Naturally, he's made his impression felt and started to step up big. But overall, from the OKC Thunder, they need a full complement. They need the SGA MVP type game, and they need the full supporting cast to support him in whatever way they can. Points, defense, rebounding, all the way around the board. But he has to be magnificent.
The Thunder are favored by 8.5 points in this game. That feels like a lot of points.
Yeah.
With or with.
Be simple.
Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. It's gonna be tough. Boston Celtics. Oh man, it's gonna be tough. It's your boy, aka OG.ROLYTONY. Your boy Len. Please subscribe, like, do all that good stuff. Take care.